What's up, boss? That's horrific.
You say that again. I got a feeling there's a lot of them.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and Lord Vulcan. We have a very amazing live stream for you today. As always, almost always, my the guest host, Redeye Reviews, is here.
Hello, hello.
As well as Sensei Seagal.
Aloha. Thank you for having me.
We are doing a Seagal video. So we're gonna do. We didn't get a chance last time to do the resolutions, the New Year resolutions. Red Eyes was to never miss a stream. So
I
see how
messed that one up.
Do you have any resolutions, Sensei?
Try and be as much like Seagal as possible this year. I feel I fell a little bit short last year, so the plan today, this year, is to try and adopt. As you can see, he's my muse, so I'm trying to be more like him, mate.
You were moving around way too much last time. You need to tone that down a bit if you're going to try and be more like him.
Energy level's too high.
Way too high. Still, it's already way too high.
I'm a leg jiggler.
You look like you have a pulse, so you are way too high strung to be Seagal. Just giving you a little tip. My resolution is I need to include more Rob Schneider into my life. Just no way in specific, but in every way possible. We need more Rob Schneider. As you can see, he's here with me. As always.
He looks good. He's nice and clean.
He is, yeah. No, he says 2025 is going to be his year. He's cleaned up. He's dressed nice. This is just how he dresses now. He didn't even know we were streaming today.
I like that.
He was at the park playing pickup basketball. And that's just how he was, yeah. In his suit.
Power move.
He was in amazing condition. It was a great tuxedo. He rocks the bow tie. He knows what he's doing.
It's a tied bow tie too, not a clip-on.
No, it's definitely real. So there's a few things we have today. We are going to do some of the True Justice.
Yes, I can't wait.
So I'm going to try and get through 2 of them, which for people that watch the TV show is 4 episodes. Mostly we're going to kind of go fast through the first 1/2, however you want to look at it, because the juicy stuff is in the second one.
It's so juicy. It's like get a mop juicy.
But first, so this might just be a running thing that happens. I thought of new things about The Foreigner that was bothering me.
Oh, God.
And the thing about that damn movie is you see something, you're like, okay, we got to figure this out. But then so much other stupid shit happens that you completely forget about it because there's just way too much to keep your eye on. So I thought about both of these things, but they didn't even come up in the 2 hours or whatever we were complaining about this movie. So we're going to start off with that.
It's a Seagal movie. You're always going to find things that you missed the first time. Maybe not for good reasons, but you'll always find some shit.
We're on my 27th time. This is not my first or second time.
There's depth. There's a lot of depth to these movies.
There is. It's like an onion, yeah. It's layered.
I think there's just 2 things that were really bothering me that we gotta get into right now.
I guess I just did your job for you.
Really?
Okay. So as you'll remember, the husband hired him. Apparently the wife hired him by pure coincidence. Like they had nothing to do with each other. They had no idea they hired him. They all of them hired him by pure coincidence to screw over everybody else. There's no mastermind that's making sure he's working for everybody. He just on his own got hired separately by everybody.
I kind of wonder what his ad agency's like.
That's
a good ad.
Yeah, he's that good. Everyone knows about him.
When he says at the end, he's going in to kill the husband, he says the Danes, or she got connected to me through the Danes, the people that attacked him. They attacked that guy at the cabin, which is also never explained. And he just how they got or how she got their information. Yeah, who knows? So I mean, if you're just gonna hand wave something away, why create another problem with it? You're already hand waving and doing complete bullshit. Just go all in. Just say, yeah, who knows?
It's a movie for deep thinkers. I think that's what it is. He's trying to get you to think.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of layers to him, to Dubois and his bullshit. But there's something even more. What the hell?
You know what I'm thinking? If you back up,
I know what you're thinking.
I know.
Back up.
I'm thinking that guy would, if they do a live action remake of Despicable Me, I think
Oh.
we have our Gru
Which one?
right in the middle.
The old man?
The
Yeah.
schnoz. He's talking about the
The-
schnoz.
Mr.
Okay.
Schnoz.
Yeah, that is a
That's
okay.
quite a Gru.
That is a Gurnos. That's
I mean, the guy
I
in the
know.
background looks like he could have a crack too. The guy with the Russian hat, he looks like he could have a bit of a schnoz on him as well.
Yeah, he's
Tough.
facing at us. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
You got to remember this is over 20 years ago, so I'm not sure how he looks now if he's still
Mm.
alive.
it looks
Yeah.
meaty though. His nose looks meaty in the background. I'll say
The
that.
meaty nose.
Hey, there's no argument. He's got the nose. He nailed it with the nose.
Yeah,
Oh
It's
yeah.
just everything else might not be there.
Mm.
But
Okay,
it's
that's all. That's all.
movie, so like you don't need effort. He can just lay there in bed. He doesn't have to get out of bed. He can do it like a Seagal, just film it around him being in bed. Okay, the second thing. So this is the package that everybody wants and nobody really knows
Yes,
and
yes.
never seems to care. Who put the package together?
The
Dunno.
'Cause-
Russians.
Russians. Yeah, it looks like a Russian writing.
Because it has some evidence against the guys. The only people that knew about it was the wife and the guy that died in the plane crash. So how would he get all these newspaper clippings about the crash he died in, along with the black box of the plane that blew up with him in it? And he's also got, like this had to be after he was dead. And the joy of gardening, yeah.
The
This is a whole
joy of
thing I think about-
gardening.
I did read this. I think it's talking about the what is it? The royal family, something about them from like a long time ago.
Interesting.
So they have this picture of, I'm sure it's supposed to be something about the weapons, but it's really not incriminating by itself.
It looks like a hot water system.
And then a picture of them with the black box. I have no idea how this is supposed to tie into anything. Why do they have the black box?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
Well, did Steven Seagal have a writing credit on this movie? That's what we really need to check.
Whether
Oh,
he did or did
without
not,
a
he
doubt.
still did 90% of it.
Okay.
That's his
Okay.
reputation, is he goes and changes the movies completely and then just leaves early. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this black box, because it said they knew it was a terrorist attack. So it's not like it's a surprise what happened.
Yeah, it seems like post-editing stuff they've put in, but they don't even know why.
And the keys.
Yeah.
Two people know about the keys, the dead guy and the wife. Why would the wife send herself this package and then go through all this to try and get the package that she had?
She's playing 4D chess.
And remember,
Well,
these keys are supposed to lead to documents that only she knows the location of, which is the guy's house. Which is, yeah, as stupid as that sounds. It's been at least 10 years, possibly 16, where it's unclear. She couldn't just go there and get a locksmith. Like, what
She's-
is it in that in 10 years you can't get that thing open without these keys?
Yeah, the old keys are shit too.
And she's
I say
rich. She has
say it's-
access to tools.
Sorry.
It's not like she can get there and like, just can't get it open. She could hire
Yeah.
somebody.
Oh yeah.
It's got us talking about it, though, has it not? I mean, it's got us
21
talking
years
about it.
later. We're
Yeah,
coming up
Oh.
on 22 years later now. Man.
I do think you have single-handedly boosted the views of this movie.
Oh,
over-
yeah. The 27 views I had doubled it.
Without a doubt.
It was 27 views for 20 something years, and now it's up to 54.
yeah. They've seen those dollar signs double thanks to you, people going out and renting this movie.
That's right.
But just the things I meant to bring up, but there was just way too much, and I totally forgot about it. None of this makes any sense. None of this. I don't know why that's in Russian.
And then it switches to do not open flight recorder.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, why it's in English also? I don't know if that has something to do with the country that the plane's manufactured in.
Maybe.
But the black boxes are separate. It's on. I have no idea. All right, but that was bothering me, and expect occasional.
How many
Revisiting.
years do you think this movie's taken off of your life?
Not enough.
How much purpose has it given you, though? Think about that. How much purpose has it
Oh,
given you?
Just the worst kind of purpose.
because you've dedicated another section of another stream just for the details that you missed previously. That's how much dedication. You love
And
it.
and it's not done. It's going to be more times. I'm sure I'm going to think of more stuff. These things just hit me in the middle of the night when I'm trying to go to sleep. All right. So you guys were not very much help with that. I was hoping you guys
No.
would have an answer just
No,
right there.
Well, I mean, I can speak Russian, and the first half does not say "do not open flight recorder."
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What does it say?
It says Steven Seagal for Vice President of Russia.
Oh,
Oh,
do they have
wow,
a
that's like
president?
predictions.
And then it says "do not open flight recorder." I don't know why those two are together, but I'm fluent in
I
Russian.
think that makes more sense than anything else in this movie. So
Yeah,
I question none of that.
Subliminal. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now we can get into the newer Steven Seagal stuff. Like I said, we're gonna kind of go through this one a little bit quicker, so we have time for the second one, which is just
Oh, I can't wait.
it's just so good.
It's so good.
We're not open yet.
Oh, we start off with a banger. Like none of that really makes any sense.
nope.
Like they had the Russians hired a cop to kill them. Why didn't the cop just kill him? Or not the cop, but the Russians. Why didn't the Russians just do it? Why did they hire a cop?
Well, she was a racist cop, so I think she probably took a bit of joy in doing it. If I'm not mistaken, she's a bit of what's the
Okay,
word?
so maybe she just did it anyways, and it was like, well, that's handy.
She just did it for fun, I think, because
If we're
Yeah.
gonna do that. Here's $20. You helped us out. Did
Check.
this
she didn't want to
solid.
pay for cigarettes, so she thought, "Fuck it, I'm going to take out these Chinese people, wherever they're from."
Because I think it comes up later. I can't remember which episode because they all blur together. But like the Russian boss is apparently the one who went himself and slaughtered an entire gang of,
Yeah.
because it was his gun that he had on him that they matched it, all of his deaths. So he goes by himself to kill like 20 guys, but apparently he hires a cop to kill those two because they saw something that nobody really has any idea what. They never get into that. It's like, oh, they saw something they shouldn't have. Okay, Dick. Thanks for the non-answer. All right, here we go. We got a quick one from Cave Gentleman. My drinking club is doing elections. Space Ice. Please give me an honest pro or anti-glorious voice campaign ad. For drinking? Pro or anti-glorious voice campaign ad? You can help me decipher this. So is it for drinking?
What's the
Is it for the
anti-glorious
voice thing?
Both.
Okay.
Both? Okay, so I'm doing an ad campaign for people to be pro or anti-glorious voices. We're
in
not
a
drinking?
club? In a drinking club.
Okay, don't be a bitch. There, that covers both.
Yeah,
I like it.
nice.
Gotcha.
Bold.
Very succinct, concise.
Whatever you want is not being a bitch, and whatever they don't want is. So it works for whatever.
Yeah.
You can use that for whatever you want. You can even make that your ringtone or your voicemail, whatever you want.
I think
Feel free
I
to
just
use
found a
that, guys.
new 2025 New Year's resolution.
Yeah, that is
It's a good one.
that's out there. That is free to use, no copyright on that.
Wow, that's generous.
That is. You might regret that one day when you're worth like $1 billion, mate. You might regret that.
Everyone's wearing shirts. That say, don't be a bitch.
It just takes off like wildfire. Don't be a bitch everywhere. Okay, so after that bullshit, it kicks you right in the nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Seagal. That's My God. That's
Oh, we
that's
feel
not
him,
my,
too.
my God. That's Seagal's song, My God.
Yeah.
It's literally the name of the song. He sings his own intro. So,
But also the sword cutting scene is absolutely unnecessary and has nothing to do with anything at all in the rest of the show.
so
There-
you're saying
there's
it
a
fits
lot.
perfectly.
There's a lot of him like just honing and working on his sword throughout like the whole TV series.
Yeah. He just sits there when he's on the phone to people,
It just works. on
polishing his sword. And when we say that, we mean literal sword, not because he probably did that as well while he was
Oh, he
sitting
did,
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the other, yeah, both. He does both.
Yeah.
But he's literally
He walks in on
polishing
it.
the
It's terrible.
And then he taps the what is it? The tang? I don't know. I'm not a weapon dude. With like the powder ball. He likes to smack it with the ball of powder a bunch.
Sure.
No.
A tank? He attacks a tank with a ball of powder?
Is that a tang? Isn't that what it's called? Like the bottom of a sword is like the tang or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not big on swords. I thought you meant an actual tank, and I was like, wow, season 2 gets crazy.
Redeye's a ninja. I never knew you were a ninja, Redeye, or a samurai.
So we start off with this. We just go from bullshit to bullshit. I'm going to stop saying we're more bullshit because that's all there is.
The SIU offices?
Yeah.
This place is hard to find. I'm the new item. I thought I'd stop by and introduce myself.
New item.
Okay. So much there. So much there. well, let's do this first because I'm going to get on a tangent here. Lex the Gray, if Seagal were to ever own a strip club, would he just sit in the corner and stare at his dancers all day? I'm pretty sure there'd be a lot of eating, and they probably have to change him a couple times a day.
Yeah.
But he'd be happy. He would be happy.
Oh, he would be thrilled.
I'd say now there'd be limited movement, but back in the day, y'all have seen him dancing, so he may have been up there with them at one point, 20 years ago. But now,
I could see him hopping up on, well, not hopping up on stage, but slowly climbing up on stage with
rolling up on stage. Someone roll him up there, yeah. But now he'd be sitting in the corner with a cigar in a darkly lit corner, just watching
with his future son-in-law, quiet.
Who doesn't even ask, why are we at a strip club? Almost father-in-law whose daughter was just killed yesterday.
Nah.
It's like, we got to move on, son. All right. Man, you guys are just killing me with these, but I appreciate you guys. William Toad, pitch meetings, has to stop greenlighting Seagal's movies. Fact. Pitch meetings is always out to destroy me. He's been greenlighting Seagal's movies since the 80s. Just to get at me today. That is how devious that guy is.
It's a long con.
Yeah, and people try saying his name's like Ryan or something. No, his name is Pitch Meetings. Don't let him fool you.
Pitch meetings.
Okay, so her whole thing, first calling herself an item. I'm the new item. It's unclear if she's new as a cop or just new to this place.
Or new to being an object.
Is that a cop term? Item? Is that what they say?
No.
Okay. Sweet.
No.
Just
but
checking.
She somehow has her own car that she brought here, which makes no sense. Her own cop car.
She's a freelance cop, and now
and
she's
just showed up
contract
here. And apparently nobody told her any of this, what she's supposed to do.
The real reason why she's dressed in uniform is because she has to hide the goods until they're ready to be revealed later on. It's all part of the plan.
It didn't take long. It doesn't take long.
No.
Well, Seagal can't wait, obviously. He tried as long as he could. But he had to try and act like he was, not a sleazy bastard. It didn't take long.
And what if she was a stripper in this episode? They're like, why don't we just move on from the stripper thing? He's like, okay, but maybe next time.
And makes her, she is a stripper in the next one. She's
very quickly.
Well, she's two strippers in the next one. She plays two different roles. Both of them are strippers in the next episode.
Uniform, right?
Yeah.
Fucking stupid ass question. No, I'm not in uniform. This is how I dress, dipshit.
Yeah, she's a stripper. She's a stripper. She's a home stripper. She's
maybe that's her clothes. He was like, be more specific.
Yeah,
which uniform for which job?
Do me a favor, go home, get into some civvies, come on back.
Okay, so just remember this. Go home, change, and come back. Okay, that makes sense.
All right, guys, let's get ready to hit it.
Okay, so now it's nighttime. Now they've been at work like 12 hours or some shit.
Yep.
And he's just staring.
You're under arrest.
Literally nothing should have told them that there's cops there. Somebody whistled. None of them whistled. Somebody whistled. And he's like, you guys are fucking cops.
Only cops whistle.
But they didn't even whistle. It wasn't even them. There's nothing to do with them. Somebody just whistled and he was like, you guys are fucking cops, and takes off. He punches one and takes off. And Seagal does this stupid kick where he's facing forward, but it's backwards. It's quite amazing. Him and his stunt double just sometimes are not on the same page.
They're not even on the same set.
No. Okay. So now they're back with him. It's super late at night or early in the morning.
Double homicide out by the internment campsite.
Well, look, put this white boy back in the bucket and I'll catch up with y'all.
Okay, the whole white boy thing. Obviously, because he was talking to him, so he knows.
Yes.
I mean, So he's got to do that because Seagal's
Not
very
white.
smart.
He's
So
also
yeah,
not white.
several times they say white boy in this, different people. Just I've never heard anyone since like the 80s say that shit.
I just got a radio call. There's a double, triple two over.
Harley General Store. I'm heading out there right now.
Okay. So it is the morning time. So he's been at work for at least 24 hours straight. They died a full day ago. I don't know why he's got his lights and sirens on, just casually talking on the phone.
Running red lights.
Everyone needs to get the fuck out of the way.
Nobody's getting any deader. You are as dead as you're going to get.
Did a lot better stuff than I can.
So we got tire tracks over here.
Matches the mud inside.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I still don't know why that matters. The mud in the front of the place matches mud that was found inside the place. It would be so much weirder if it didn't match. That might be a clue. The mud doesn't match. That means something, but not. Oh yeah, it's right outside. Yeah. That's significant.
And that's the first thing they tested. She was like, by the way, I went in there. There's mud. Same mud. In case you were wondering.
She eyeballed it. Like
Straight away, yeah. No need for
pretty
testing.
close.
Took a sample. I brought it out here. I lined it up. Checks out.
Yeah. And so this little girl, she's been in those bushes for like 24 hours also. She's just
like a whole day.
Crying.
Yeah.
What are you doing in there?
What are you doing in there? Trying to not die?
It's camping.
Give me a Mandarin translator right now.
I don't know how he knows she speaks Mandarin. At no point was that mentioned, but okay. So now we don't know what this is about. They're just going off somewhere. And it's starting to get nighttime, so they're going up on a day and a half straight working. 36 hours or so. Sure, yeah, 36 hours.
Jesus.
He doesn't need sleep.
He ends up just attacking them for some reason. Terribly. Shoddy doubled, slappy slaps. And throws a snake at him, like normal people do.
Like a rattlesnake, by the way. That was like a rattlesnake, if I'm not mistaken. And he just grabs it and tosses it like
he
it's...
just tosses it. He's got a connection with animals. He's all about them animals, okay? They would never hurt Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just throws him a snake at him. I don't know why he went out there, why he beat all their asses. How they could still be in his jurisdiction. Who cares? Whatever. Now it's daytime. We're coming up on 48-hour shift.
Anyone know any of these players?
That white boy in the red shirt, I've seen him before.
Yeah, that white boy.
Another white boy.
too. There's one person. Yeah, I saw. Oh, wait, which guy? You got to be more specific. The white boy or the other guy? With the red shirt. Oh, the one with the red shirt. Okay, yeah. I see that white guy. Okay, so they narrowed it down. Oh, and it gets, I hope I included it in here. It gets better.
Can we just appreciate how Seagal's sitting there in the corner with his little legs crossed, his arms crossed, just looking like he's been putting time out? It looks like he's been putting time out. That's what it looks like.
I think his feet are dangling too.
Yeah,
It does look
Just
grumpy.
swinging.
he's swinging his feet.
I met him.
Yeah, you know him, Chief?
Yeah, I met him last night.
Okay, so why are you asking? He knows the guy's name, and he's asking them, does anyone know this guy? Okay, cool. Good. Waste of fucking time, Seagal. Cool. We could have saved a lot of time. They could be out there doing something, but no. Just quizzing them, I guess. This is just some game show bullshit. Does anyone know this guy? Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I know his name and where he lives.
Sleep deprivation will do that.
I think he just wants to prove that he knows all the answers already. He just wants to show them that they don't know shit and he knows it all already.
God, well,
which is, pretty much on par.
Dom means peeping Tom, so that might could tell you something.
Yeah, the Mike Coods. I love the Mike Coods. He knows peeping Tom in every language. Somehow he knows that.
It could be an illusion, though.
It might could be.
All the action seems to center around these clouds.
That's good with me. It's always easy to talk to the girls when there's two guys.
Does that make any sense? That seems a
Not
lot
at all.
creepier.
Not at all.
No.
Big steeps.
That seems a little implication-ish. Like, yeah, you just crowd over them. You don't let them escape. Yeah, they'll. It's a lot easier to talk to them that way.
Because of the implications. Yeah.
The implication. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
His name, by the way, is William Big Steeps Stewart, which is like the least hard name or gangster
Big
name.
Sleeps, and I don't know why.
He's a Big Sleeps. Okay. Even worse.
Is it his eye or something? I don't get the name.
Maybe it could be the sleepy eye.
That's why he's listed everywhere as Big Sleeps.
Okay.
And it's amazing.
And
he gets emphysema, and it's like all they talk about.
Yeah, well, he gets shot pretty early on, which is he's the first guy to get shot.
Season 2.
No, he still hasn't gotten shot. I've done the full season. He has not gotten shot yet.
Who, the Willie?
Okay, so 2 days later, she finally changed. I don't know how far away she lives, but 48 hours later, she's back in civilian clothing. Good job, lady.
You did it.
You apparently nobody noticed. You could have just like not ever gone to work and probably still gotten paid.
Yeah.
As long as you have the direct deposit set up, they won't catch that shit for years.
I like your zooming work, by the way. Your slow that your camera work there is in following the well done.
Yeah. I forget. Oh yeah, strip club. We got to get to a strip club already. It's been
immediately.
We're like 6 minutes into this shit and we haven't gone to a strip club. Got to fix it. I don't know why I did this in here, but okay. I think she loses this place because the next episode, someone else is running it. So I don't know if she gets killed or what her deal is.
I can't remember.
Make it my business.
Oh, but this, I love it. His ID.
It is marvelous.
They couldn't even spring for colored printing.
Whoa, bro. Let's watch the language. Let's keep the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Person of color printing.
His hair isn't even brown. They couldn't even make black hair for that. It looks like a little kid picture with a tie on. Like that doesn't even look like an adult.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is, to be honest.
Looks like it's like a school picture in like a suit, and then they just drew in with pen, like not even a real marker. They just used pen and just colored in as much as they could.
And the head looks too big for the body. I don't know if it's because the white you can't see.
Well, I think because they tried to draw a face with the pen or something. I didn't include it in this, but Seagal has one which is like pure white, like you can't see anything on him. So I think they just try to draw a face, and I don't know why he's got that little alien horn thing sticking out of the front, but I don't know, maybe it's the eye thing again. Oh, this part. Oh, God, this guy's the bouncer. He works at the strip club.
So you really a cop, man?
Yeah, I'm really a cop.
So you really don't think I could make it as a cop?
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
He just doesn't. He runs away. He works there. Where are you going? He works there.
He gets a W-2. They got his social.
Like, why are you running? They know who you are. You left your place of employment that he goes back to, I think, the next episode.
I think he does, yeah.
Working there. They ain't firing for that. You can apparently attack a cop and just abandon your job, and
that's a
like,
second
well, that's
time.
the point. We're going to give you an attendance point for that, but, you can get 3. You've only got 2. You're good. We can't say anything. Once you get to 3, there'll be a verbal warning.
That's right.
And then this guy tries to kill him. He tries to kill him. Yeah, with the sap.
I think he was feeling emasculated from earlier.
They set up a whole thing about him, like, possibly being corrupt.
Right.
Like, maybe he's a dirty cop. Maybe he's corrupt.
Excessive force or whatever.
And then they just fucking abandon all of it. It never comes up. They just never go anywhere with it. Like we saw, he pulled out the sap. I don't know if the audience is supposed to be confused because the Big Sleeps is like, "Whoa, what'd you do? Why? I don't trust you." Some shit like that.
Right.
It's clear he's telling the truth, but he's still acting suspicious as hell. He's like, "Oh, you did that force report? Did they buy it?"
You mean did they buy what happened? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the thing that you wrote that happened. Did they believe it?
Oh, good.
And her, I think it's more the eyebrows than the eyes.
She's a lot of eyebrows.
Yeah, she said a lot of that, but she looks super evil. But I do think it's more eyebrows than eyes. She has
crazy
the evilest eyebrows.
Sorry,
Crazy eyes.
describe this woman in detail?
Like the puppet from Goosebumps.
Yeah, she doesn't look human.
No, it's terrifying.
Check out the description she gives of the killer.
Relax, kid. Sorry,
Yeah.
So can she describe this woman in detail?
我今天看到这个女的了，她就是刚才跟这个蓝色的眼睛和头发也绑，就在这儿看到的。
Okay, so that's apparently the description. Let's get the translation.
She said she saw the woman here.
Okay, so what do you take from that? She saw the woman here.
She means that the person who shot her father had the same pale blue eyes as the female officer she saw in the hallway.
Wow, she just made up a lot of that shit.
Leading the suspect.
She said almost none of that. She literally said none of that. She said nothing about the eyes. She said, no, that's the killer. Oh, so he has similar eye color because it's a man to the female that we saw in the hallway, and his name is Ronald.
Middle-aged man, balding. Got it.
Overweight, mumbles a lot.
Yeah.
Are they describing?
He's a sword.
Oh, okay, Seagal.
He used to have a career, but now you're stuck with him.
He still does.
Sure.
I mean, we all do technically.
Well, technically, he's got a new movie coming out soon. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
The one in the hallway was the killer.
No, she's upset.
No, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Tell her she's stupid. Tell her she's an idiot.
She's just a kid. There's no way she knows.
Why are we wasting our time with this little idiot?
God, she's like the parent in every horror movie.
Oh,
when
yeah.
like a wall explodes and all the fine china shatters, and then the kid's like, "I didn't do it. It was a ghost." The parents are like, "It's just an old house. Okay, there's probably rot in the wood or something."
Well, to be fair, it's a ghost is stupid, but
Yeah,
what she actually said was something very, very, very plausible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it turns out to be true. But yeah, it is basically the adults that don't believe what's very obvious.
She's a smart girl, detective.
How do you know? You don't know she's a smart girl. That's probably racial stuff. It's probably because she's Chinese. You're like, oh, she must be smart. That's racist.
She's definitely good at math,
bro.
She's definitely good at math, if nothing
Come
else.
on. What year is this? Obviously, she's good at math. I mean, that's obvious. We don't need to go there. But just because, you know.
She's probably a bad driver too, but I'm just saying, possible.
I mean,
she's
you.
like
I would
7,
never,
so
I would
yeah,
never
she probably
make
is a bad
like that.
driver.
That does not fit my
She
channel.
says the person she pointed out to you is the suspect.
I wonder what
Wait,
she's trying to say.
what?
So she's saying, so it's not her, but who is it?
Blue eyes.
Well, the blue is never said, but maybe. But she has to have blue eyes. And here's the suspicious as hell.
Hey, you running that force report by Kane this morning?
Ran about a patrol sergeant last night. Had no choice. He made hamburger out of that kid's face.
Yeah, but he bought it, right?
And he also made hamburger out of that guy's face. And we find out later he didn't even arrest the guy. He just left, I guess. It's unclear because next episode, when he fights him again, he's like, this time you're going to jail. Dude, you tried to kill a cop. You attacked him, ran away, then tried to throw a heavy box on him, hit him with a sap.
He just punched him because he said he wasn't tough enough to be a cop, so he punched a cop in the face. I mean, that's like some childish shit, really.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe that's how you become a cop, though.
That is childish. But then when he tries to attack him with a weapon, the charges go up significantly.
Yeah, 100%.
But you don't just let that go, especially if you're doing a force report like that. You almost killed the guy. Like, oh, you didn't arrest him? Nah, it wasn't that bad.
Nah.
Yeah, he bought it.
I think he's trying to look at him suspiciously, but it's just the eye. He could be like, no, seriously.
Almost done with the force report.
So what's the story, man? Did he act right or what?
Got hit right in the first, then tried to beat him with a sap.
You sure about that?
And why is he all of a sudden suspicious? This is the only time anyone's suspicious about anything.
Right.
They attack and kill lots of people and nobody cares. But just this one guy, they're like, oh, I think something's crazy going on.
He literally just went to like a hillbilly farm and just beat the shit out of
Exactly.
5 people and
Did
threw
no
a snake on them.
I really don't think he did 20 reports there. I don't think he did anything.
No, he
went
did
there,
nothing.
beat their asses. And I don't know what you write for throw a snake at them. I don't know what
Yeah,
that counts as.
that
I feel like
bouncer
you have to write a report if you throw a snake at people, though.
Yeah, you should.
The
They've got
bouncer
a
probably
good
lets
for it.
the bouncer probably lets him in for free to the strip club, though, so he probably knows the bouncer.
That checks out.
And he overlooks all the times he's been trespassed from there.
Yeah.
Freebies,
so-
groping.
So he's trying to find anything to get rid of that cop then. He doesn't want that guy there.
That's right.
Yeah. You beat him because he had a sap.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Exactly like the sap I saw on your desk the other day.
Yeah, see, he's super suspicious. It's so stupid that he had the exact type of sap. I mean, he could just say, look, it's still on the desk, you idiot. You think I just walk around 20 saps just to throw them on people?
He's got cuffs, a sap, and a old-timey calculator.
Just random people that punch me and run away. I always have a sap on hand to...
You never know.
Do
Yeah,
cops
so
carry
people
that in
that-
America?
For people that don't know, a sap, that's like a little piece of leather, but it's got like a heavy-ass like lead or brass ball in there. It can very easily kill you. It's very heavy. It's just got a really heavy ball inside.
Standard issue for police or not?
I don't
I'm
know
pretty
if I've
sure
ever seen one.
they're illegal most places. Most places you won't see them. Yeah, I don't think if cops ever had them, they don't anymore.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, is that what this is about?
Not about what I think.
What is it about? Of course, it's about what you think. You're sitting here questioning him. What the fuck is it about then? Okay.
You're the only other one who is thinking about it.
Yeah, literally nobody else knows.
It's about you holding your mud, Radner. We're all on the same team.
You think I planted that thing?
You're not hearing me.
No, nobody's hearing because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about then. You just said you think I planted it. Isn't that what he's insinuating? What else is he saying?
Yeah, yeah, he's right. I mean, I don't know what else he's trying to say.
What else would he be getting at? Nope. Apparently nobody's hearing him. Apparently it's just the eye. He's just saying facts. He thinks he's being questioned. He's not. So maybe we're just all misunderstanding. He's just saying, yeah, just like the one you on in your desk. Oh, back to the strip club. About time. Oh, there's the guy. The guy Seagal was looking for. He's dead now. Okay, whatever. Who cares? I don't know what his deal was.
Yeah, that just happened.
They needed him
write
for
him out.
something. For some reason they needed that guy, but Seagal was like, I can't think of a reason. Just no, just get him fucking shot. Who cares?
Yeah, we have to delete the rest of that.
Now we have to explain it. He's dead.
Yeah.
Then he shows up. He just hauls ass because I don't know. Apparently, the strip club depends on him to come murder people if they need it.
Do you think he just hangs out outside and he's like, man, they told me I can't go in there without probable cause?
There's no way they told him that. They would all be dead. Unless that's why all the staff is different next episode. Yeah, he does a sit-down shooting like a champ. Then they bring her in because apparently they're like, all right, I guess we'll listen to the girl.
Those eyebrows are sharp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She doesn't blink much either. She doesn't blink much, and she opens her eyes quite.
They brought her
wide.
in, and they're like, "We got no evidence, but fuck, look at you."
Yeah.
No, we got what we need. We got what we need.
I'm telling you, the literal ventriloquist dummy from Goosebumps is modeled after this lady.
I was gonna say she'd make a scary child's doll just to fuck.
Yeah.
If you plastic up her shit and just give her those psycho eyes and eyebrows, like you said. Maybe she's got a half-assed creepy smile going on. That kind of fucks with you as well. The half-assed little creepy smile she's got there.
Yeah, but she's always creepy, even without the smile.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It does make it a little
Slappy.
creepier.
That's it. Slappy. That was his name. Yep.
All right, we got a Cave Gentleman. Oh man, this guy really wants to win. Cave Gentleman, thoughts on my drinking club opponent, Vindex in glory voice. Parentheses, he's the better choice.
What's a drinking club?
Nobody really knows what the drinking club is. I'm guessing it's the bar, and alcoholics call it that, so they feel better about themselves. Like I'm not an alcoholic, right? We have a drinking club. Okay, bro. Sure you do.
That's right. But I mean, rich people have had that trick forever. You're not an alcoholic. You're a connoisseur.
Yeah, they drink wine and expensive shit. So
you're not a hoarder. You're a collector. See, they fancy the words up a bit. It's all the same.
You're not crazy. You're eccentric.
Hey, there you go.
All right. So Vindex is the better choice, but fuck that guy. There we go. See, you got this. You're gonna win.
Yeah,
it's locked up. People can't argue with both of those. They don't want to be a bitch. Plus, fuck that guy.
You want to talk?
I just want to see you fry.
Jesus.
Nah, I don't want a confession. I don't want anything. I just want you to fucking die.
And she's made it good.
He wants to eat her
real easily.
That's what he wants to do.
That's the most honest thing he has ever said.
I love it.
Here, Chief. Echo 1.
He's just everywhere he goes, he drives like that. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's how you drive.
He's a cop. He's got to have his lights on. How else will they know?
Look how small the phone looks in his hand too, by the way, with his giant goddamn sausage fingers.
That's the new Android right there too. That's the Ultra.
I don't know why the U.S. Marshals are escorting her out, but they do.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Huh. So there's nothing suspicious going on outside.
Yeah.
There's some really well-trained U.S. Marshals making sure, everything's safe. They know what they're doing. Nothing suspicious could ever happen. Oh my God! How did that? Oh, what the hell?
Oh, what?
Oh, that guy who was standing there with the suppressed rifle with the scope. Oh my God! I thought he was good. I thought he was nice.
Oh,
right in front of them as well. By the looks of the bullet wound, he's shot from somewhere in front of them.
Stomach. So yeah,
she died fast.
Oh yeah, she's already dead.
Yeah,
she hasn't even hit the ground. She's already dead. And those eyes are still creepy as hell,
dude. It's so creepy.
That's what it's even worse now. Actually, it's even worse now. But yeah.
It's harder to fake it, but It should be dilated for people if she's dead.
Wow. Drop the facts here.
Just saying that if she was a real actress, she'd have dilated pupils. I don't know what's happening. Oh, strip clubs, I think. Right? No, next time. Sorry, that's next video. So that was the first episode.
Yep.
Because it's so stupid. It does this a few times. We're halfway through the movie, and now we do a flashback multiple days.
Yes.
So I don't know. She doesn't work there yet, I think. So nothing makes any sense.
Just leaves you on a cliffhanger, though. That's what it's supposed to. It leaves you on a cliffhanger. Like, what's going to happen next? The police.
I don't know. I didn't see the episodes. I assume it's already over. I think this is how it starts, the second episode. But in the movie, it's just in the middle of the movie. And according to the movie's logic, she just started there. Like, this is what she did when she was changing her clothes, I guess, because that fits about 2 days ago. This is what apparently happened. She stops at a stop sign like it's a light. I don't know why that bothers me so much, but she just stops and starts talking to people
for
on
a
the
while.
phone. Like, it's not a stop sign.
I'm fine.
Of course, Seagal's there. Why is he there? Who cares?
He's already there.
He's always just there.
He's following her on unrelated matters.
There are at least three separate times in this first season where they send the women out as bait.
Yes.
And just let them go. Like, they do nothing to prevent them from getting kidnapped or attacked or killed. They do nothing.
And they do get kidnapped and attacked.
They do. They get
quite
kidnapped.
often.
Yeah. They lost her somehow because, I don't know, she's stopping at stop signs for like ever, so it should be easy to keep up with her. But apparently the other female driver is worse. I know that's hard to believe, but one of them has to be worse. And apparently it's the other one.
It's true.
You, Mark Ivy. I'm not exactly sure what a super sticker is, but I appreciate it because it's 0.99 backward ease. So
give him props for his RoboCop profile.
I do like RoboCop.
It's pretty good.
Can't hate on RoboCop. Oh, see, 48 hours earlier, because, okay, I guess, yeah, they're all dead. The people Seagal beat up. We should think Seagal did, because that's something Seagal would do.
That was probably the snake.
Could have been, that'd be amazing if they started saying that. I don't know, they had 2 puncture wounds, all of them. It's crazy, some deadly toxin.
Yes, it was necessary. Sometimes blood must be spilled.
Yeah, I just don't like
news tonight. You will see that it
horrible
was
accent.
Horrible.
So good.
That's like all of this must have been put in the wrong order. One, his accent is just obnoxiously over the top. It's so clear he's doing a fake accent just because it's way too Russian. He's like way too Russian to be Russian.
Yeah,
but
he basically,
it can't be a routine robbery. They've already solved it. That was
it's done.
That was the Chinese family. Like, they never at any point thought it was a robbery. She forgot to steal money if it was supposed to be a robbery. But then, yeah, it already got taken care of, solved. And then the lady who was going to go down for it was assassinated.
Yep.
How much money are they going to get from a small business owner, immigrants anyway? It's not like they're robbing a goddamn bank or a freaking liquor store. I mean,
to be fair to them, they did say it was like the first of the month. Something about welfare money was coming in.
That's
County,
right.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They're supposed to have cash on them.
Yeah, okay.
Hello, Elijah.
I just like the fact that she pronounced it Elijah.
Elijah.
So she's clearly never heard that name before.
She read the script.
It's not on the script. Hi, Elijah.
Oh, man.
She just looks pissed off to have to be there, if we're being honest.
Yeah, well, she comes back. They bring her back in the later.
Yeah.
All she does is like the chick that's supposed to want to bang Seagal at the end. Sometimes she does. Sometimes another chick beats her to it. It's really terrible.
A day in the life.
That the scent of jealousy I'm detecting?
Yeah, she's jealous. Obviously, they're all jealous. I just like that still frame.
That's quite a pause. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I had to think of a reason to stop here, but apparently she's jealous. Everyone knows how jealous she is because she doesn't get to bang Seagal as much as she would like. Okay, now we can move on.
Look, I need this thing stopped, Kane. When I say stopped, I mean all of it.
Okay. I only brought you that because that's the sheriff. That's the top guy.
Yeah.
He's an elected official who runs everything in the police department. Everybody answers to him. And he wants this whole Russian mob thing stopped. Okay, so just keep that in mind.
Stop
you
the
need
mob.
that for this dumb shit.
Are you the only one in?
Yeah. The rest of the guys are out doing tow truck storage inspections.
Okay. Well, so basically they're all, I guess, new people doing bullshit nobody cares about and wants to do. That's what I'm taking out of that.
Yeah.
The whole office. The whole office is just
The whole
off
office, they're
doing
inspecting tow.
A lot of tow
vehicles.
trucks.
Yeah, what
Oh, yeah. First, we have to stop and do a stupid gun thing because they know nothing about guns.
What are you packing?
Glock 40.
Really? Can I see?
They just authorized us to carry them, though. Depends what you like. Some of the older guys, they prefer the 9mm.
Yeah, you like that better?
Holds more rounds in the clip. I like to have firepower on hand.
Outside of rounds in the clip being stupid and not, it bothered me every time they say clip. Yeah, a 10mm cannot hold more than a 9mm. Just pure math there. Bullets are bigger. So how can you hold more with bigger bullets? Okay,
I got a lot of flack for the clip word.
Yeah.
I got nothing on this. I'm Australian, so we don't know shit about guns. So I got nothing for you here.
So the only time I get into it is when it's somebody who should know.
Yeah.
If he's a cop, he should know. They're talking about guns. Seagal I make fun of because he thinks he's a gun expert, but he doesn't know shit about guns. But apparently he wrote rounds in the clip, and everyone just went with it because sure. But it gets worse. Not about the guns. That's the dumb gun thing. It gets stupid other ways.
What do you need to know?
Got any idea who's behind it?
They hang out at a club on 3rd Street.
Got a name?
I can't give you guys that information.
He can't give them that information. He's investigating some stolen cars. They're investigating a mass murder. Who, from the top sheriff, the guy who runs everything, says, I need this taken care of now. He's saying we can't do that. I mean, that's against policy. I mean, the sheriff would have our ass if we told you this information that would help you solve mass murders. Why is Seagal so fucking stupid?
He has to do a little song and dance, though. That would be too easy. We have to have the song and dance and the little back and forth so they can
They're all cops. They should be able to tell each other everything about the case.
Yeah, agreed.
There's zero reason for that in the first place, but even less so because they're doing a much more serious case.
Yeah.
And everyone's boss is saying there's his top priority. So what the fuck? Why?
Well, this guy's probably never been left alone in the office before. So now he has all the power. Yeah. So I think all the blood's flowing to one area right now, and he's just tripping. He's having his moment to shine. He's not letting go. He's having
obviously, Seagal is just a genius writer, and he knew something all of us didn't. He, of course, would be fired immediately by the sheriff for that shit, but okay. It's smarter than most things Seagal does. Okay, so now they're at the place. I skipped a lot because we got to get to that second one. They're at the place where the Russians are, and they're going to sneak in. First, they're looking at them. But in case that's not suspicious enough, Seagal takes off with his siren while they sneak up on the place. What a dick. Why did he take off with that siren? Did he do it on accident? Didn't want to admit he accidentally set off the siren?
Do you think his siren is just connected to like the accelerator?
It's just a combination: cell phone, siren, and it's just all together. He has to have a cell phone.
All three at once.
Seatbelt check, siren check.
They have to make things as simple as they can for him so he doesn't screw it up. So just everything's just always on.
That makes sense.
Seatbelt might not be on because of the girth, but that's a different conversation.
Luckily, though, they're super sneaky and they don't even notice them sneaking up. And they all go through the little doorway. And he takes his time.
I love the fake smoke, too.
Fake smoke. I don't know why there's smoke there. But yeah, they all go through that little thin doorway. It's the first thing I'm sure they taught them when they were police training is go through these little doorways when people are pointing guns at it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, though. Seagal's got his siren on, chasing people down and just fucking shooting them from the car. God, I love it.
There's so many good moments in this show where everybody else is standing and somehow Seagal has wedged that car into the area so he can remain sitting in the car.
I was going to say that's the reason why he didn't go through the front door is because he couldn't fit through that little gap.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit the car.
Maybe that guy wasn't looking for him. He was like trying to open it wider, and then they're like, we can't get this anymore open. He's like, okay, I got a better idea.
I'll meet you guys around the back. I'll go in the car instead. That was that's
He should have driven through the gap in the car. That'd been badass.
I can't remember what episode it is, but there's one where like they talk to somebody near the edge of a river or a stream or whatever, and there's like a guy down there, and everyone is there, and they had to go through like a trail to get to this freaking place, and then they take like 10 steps back to talk to Seagal, and he's just in that car still. It's like he somehow made it there in his car.
So they're all hiking for like 3 hours, and he's just
Yeah, they're all just and he's like, nah, I drove.
Bunch of stupid driving. That's a different guy. Like it changes into the Russian guy. This guy who's completely different. He's not even wearing the same color suit because they don't give a shit. But yeah, he's like, I cut it out because I'm trying to get through this one quick. But
You got something good for me?
That gun Nikolai pulled on you was tested down at ballistics.
What I'm talking about.
Got a match in the Camp Harmony massacre.
yeah, so he kill them all. That guy, like this is what I said earlier. Dude, kill them all with a handgun. Okay, he killed all 20 of those guys.
With 9 mil versus 10 mil and more bullets, you know.
I think that's it for this one. Okay. To get to the real one.
Oh god, I'm excited.
That was just like a warm up, like a cookie appetizer, if you will.
Yeah.
To the real dinner.
So if you guys like strippers,
there's a lot.
Oh yeah, so this whole thing. So apparently that's a clue. That's a clue. That's a clue. That's a clue.
Strangle like the others.
I forgot how many things they put in this.
Yeah, like the others. So there's at least 2 other women who have been killed. She's at the very least number 3. That's the smallest number she could possibly be.
Yes,
The third.
the others.
And we're not told how many. However, they do forget about, I think they forget about her sometimes. The numbers change. Sometimes it's just one lady. It changes how many people were actually killed. But according to this, at least 3. I just love how he runs up and kind of nuts. And it's like you expect a real kick. I think this is from this episode.
This is so good though, because I haven't seen I watched the TV show version, and they just do the TV show intro in every episode. So I don't get to see this awesome intro.
Yeah, it's different for everyone. But yeah, I just love how he runs up. It's like he's going to do something good and
Just kicks him in the nuts.
Because he can only give his foot like 2.5.
Yeah, his range of motion is awful.
Well, in fairness, in one of these episodes, I had to rewind it a few times. He does a kick that looks almost shoulder heightish. I couldn't believe it either, and I had to go back multiple times.
Did he start up like almost shoulder height? Like
I don't know if there was
body double
involved, wires. I don't know. It looked like him. So anyway, we'll see.
Oh.
That's another good freeze frame right there.
It is.
I just paused it on this one. This isn't supposed to be a freeze frame.
Poor lady.
Emmeline Thompson.
Turns out you filed an insurance claim about a year ago under the name Salvatore Forte.
Salvador Forte.
Oh my God. So hold on, I just gotta do something real quick.
Oh.
Okay, so Charles Hetrick knows nothing about guns. Just know that. Almost all 9mm are gonna be double stack. Almost all. So go away.
Cool. Yeah. Take that,
Charles.
Actually, for his ignorance.
9mm double stack. Vast majority of 9mm are as well. Thank you. Anyways,
take that.
So that her name's Emily something. I went through it. Sorry. So the name's Emmeline.
Insurance claim about a year ago under the name Salvatore Forte.
How does he know? How do they know if it's under a different name? So she.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Google
so apparently
stuff.
she used a fake name and they know it's her. It seems like kind of gets rid of the whole point.
Fake name, same social security number, same address.
But the name it's a guy. So what it is I think that the guy that's supposed to be her boyfriend did it. So I don't know why they think it was her. Okay, so this is Savannah. This is girl number 2.
Oh, I love this guy.
Clue, right? That's got to mean something. It's got to be. So yeah, that's the same girl. That's Sarah. That's the cop that went home to change, came back multiple days later.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do something with her voice. So it's obviously the same actress, but the voice seems like it's
How am I supposed to pay my rent with that?
I probably thought it was romantic.
Sal split. Looks like I'm walking home again.
So that's the Sal again. Looks like I'm walking home again. Okay. You heard the voice was different. They definitely changed the voice.
Oh, yeah.
And they do it again. I don't know if I included it.
Hey, Savannah.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Okay. That's Sal. So we find out later that's Sal. who was supposed to pick her up. Why would she ask, what are you doing here? She'd be like, oh, my ride. Okay, cool.
She was high, I'm guessing. Was she high?
She wasn't. She was just tired.
Hmm.
Well, I guess she was drugged, so she was feeling out of it, but throws her in the trunk. Cool. This guy.
Yeah.
I
He's a
love
favorite
this
of
guy.
Seagal's.
Oh, yeah.
So what is it with you and this guy? He sells herbs.
Some funny stuff going on that may have to do with herbs. Not only is he a herbologist, but great guy to know. And like I said, he knows everybody.
I just like the fact that they call it herbs like 4 times. I don't know if that's I think, do they do that in like Europe or something? In America, you don't pronounce the H. It sounds really weird to hear the word herbs.
Yeah.
You guys say herbs?
Herbs.
Yeah, we say herbs.
Yeah, you do know there's a H at the front of it though, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of silent letters in a lot of words. So yeah, we get it.
Herbs.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Herbs.
Yeah, herbs is
You
the way
you
we pronounce
herb?
it here.
You say herb?
Yeah, mate. We speak English. It's herb, yeah.
Okay, so according to Sensei Seagal, it should be pronounced herb, and he hates America and freedom.
Yeah.
I hope you're not busy.
Oh no, another one. This guy. I don't know why this guy, the guy's on the phone here, he's the first one to every single murder. He should be the suspect. He should be the only suspect.
100%.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's just
always
like
the first one there.
He's an informant, right?
Yeah, he's a CI or whatever.
It doesn't even make any sense. That's not how informants work.
Yeah.
It's confidential informant.
Yeah.
So they should not, people shouldn't know that he's talking to them. Or he's not confidential anymore.
Seagal takes him everywhere with him.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Literally
Then
everywhere.
he just disappears. Stops being in it. I don't know if he comes back in season 2. Does he come back in season?
Nope.
Yeah,
He's gone.
Just stops showing up, and he's just never mentioned.
Maybe he probably got murdered.
Probably. Seagal probably killed him.
Probably got a better job.
But yeah, he's an informant who somehow knows everything before Seagal does.
Looks a lot like Sarah.
Yeah, that is.
She really does, man.
Wow, she does look like you. Where'd we find this? In her mouth. Weird, huh?
I don't know. Yeah, in the mouth. And for some reason, the rose, whatever that is, whatever white, I don't know, flowers, whatever white flower that is, always in the mouth, never comes up.
That's the weird part.
None of it ever comes up. None of it's ever explained why any of this.
We'll find the person who did this. I promise you.
You promise?
And he's like old timey. I don't know what his deal is.
Yeah.
I hate his mustache. It's just fucking annoying.
Everything
honestly.
about him is terrible.
Yeah,
They
he's
go
creepy as
out of the
shit.
way to make this guy seem as suspicious as possible.
Yeah.
He's so pale.
Just so he
too.
can turn out at the end to also be a killer. Just, you know.
And
Just
yet
like
he's probably still the best actor in this show, and he does a horrible job. So
maybe, I
You
guess.
Salvatore? Yeah. Your father's missing person report on Emily Neely, right?
Yeah. Why? Is she dead?
Yeah. She is.
Okay, so that's Sal. Apparently, he didn't know the first one was dead. But he should have already
Sal's a-
known that, because this is after the second one. This is a
Sal's a top bloke. He's a take home to mum kind of guy. Sal.
Oh yeah.
It's like nobody knew what order these scenes were supposed to go into, and they just nobody noticed when it was wrong because nobody fucking cared.
No.
It didn't
No.
make any less sense.
Yeah, I think he just writes his stuff while he's taking his shit, and he just kind of
That
forgets
checks
what we're
out.
doing.
Yeah, so that's her again.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Are there any
Oh
similarities?
yes.
That's a
Oh
bit from Star
George.
Wars, isn't it? Whatever, Star Trek. Star Trek.
Yeah,
sorry.
Star Trek guy,
Hi.
George.
Yeah.
Between her and the first victim?
Okay, the first victim. Okay, let's go back. Step on how nonsensical this whole thing is.
Wow.
Not that part.
Are there any similarities between her and the first victim?
Okay, her and the first victim. Okay, there's at least 4
At
now.
least, yeah.
I don't know if they're
Yeah.
skipping 3. I don't know. But then his answer gets even weirder. It makes even less sense.
Yeah, traces of GHB. I'm betting we find it in this one too.
Then who the fuck are they talking about? They said, are there any similarities between her and the first? Yeah, and I think we'll find it in her too. Who the hell are they talking about?
This is one. This is the 1.5. We've got 1, 2. This must be victim number 1.5. It's got to fit somewhere in there.
I assume they were talking about her because she's in there and they're looking at her, they're talking about her. And he talked about how much she looks like her. And she said, what about her? Anything similar between her and the...
We need that Asian girl to make the math work. We need that young Asian kid here to make the math work. I
Yeah,
can't
later
do it.
she's the coroner.
Yeah.
Later she's the coroner. She does the autopsy. She just does everything. She just starts taking over roles. The budget started going down. Like Morgue started getting funneled to Seagal. So they had to consolidate actors.
And she's like, I think this one's murdered. And that other girl's like, are you saying it's like a murder or is a murder or somebody else who got murdered?
Oh, this is from caller 347. It was my birthday 2 days ago. Thankfully, Sensei Seagal didn't motherfucking snatch it. Here is a cut of my birthday money. Appreciate that, caller. Probably should have saved it. I mean, okay, but I appreciate it though. Oh my god, I cannot pronounce this name. You got this, Redeye. Do it. You got this name.
Don't put me on the spot.
I'll do it. Steel Pacquiao.
There we
Steel
go.
Pacquiao.
How old is Seagal's character supposed to be? 26.
Yeah, late 20s max.
Just going through puberty. He's
It's great because later we find out 5 years ago he was in Afghanistan in the military. His actual age is like in the 60s, I think, here, because there's about 10-ish years ago, and he's like 71.
2011, so he'd be about 60 here, yeah.
So he's 60-ish, but yeah, his character doesn't have an age. He's ageless.
Yeah. It's like Dracula.
Yeah.
Well, his hair is definitely ageless.
So were they
Sexually assaulted?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just creepy.
Oh, yes.
So she runs the strip club now. The other lady died, I guess. I don't know. Seagal took her out.
Yeah, she's gone.
It's unclear why she's gone, but now it's her. And they want one of the cops to be a stripper too. Undercover stripper.
And they showed up in pairs because 2 men make 1 woman more comfortable.
Yeah, they're so much easier to talk to.
Don't
They're more
forget
relaxed.
about this is
Especially when
very
one of them's
relaxed.
staring at you with one crazy eye.
Yeah,
they
especially
do.
and the other one's constantly just trying to bang every stripper he comes across or any woman he comes across anyway.
Is that Seagal we're talking about? He's not there yet.
Well, yeah, I was talking about the other bloke, but he did learn from someone.
Oh, young Seagal, yeah.
Yeah, young Seagal.
But yeah, so yeah, she's a stripper. This is something they do. Do you know how realistic it is that they would let a cop just go undercover as a stripper and do the stripping? Now, something that is unlikely but possible is her as a cocktail waitress.
Yeah.
That I could see.
Yeah.
I could see a police department doing
cocktail
that.
waitress makes sense.
The stripper, I guess they're killing strippers. I forgot to mention that part. All the victims are strippers.
But in defense of Seagal's writing, they didn't make her take. She didn't go full like into a G string, and you know she kept it pretty tame for a stripper. Like really
for the TV show intro, they use a clip of her. Like they introduce all the characters, and they use a clip of her stripping for like her character intro for all 2 seasons. That's like the only character thing. They're like, and remember when Sarah was a stripper?
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
What else are they going to use?
Yeah.
Seagal knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Let's not go that far.
Probably is making more money tonight than she does as a cop.
And so he's just there watching. He's not there doing work, paperwork. He's not doing it. He's just watching the strippers. He's watching his employee strip. Yep. Wow, that does not seem like something Seagal would do. That is so out of character for Seagal.
No.
I don't even think this was in the script. I think he just turned up to sit down and watch.
William Toad. Seagal and strip clubs go together like peanut butter and jelly. I guess if the peanut butter was rotten, then yeah, it makes sense.
How about a dance, baby?
Man, I couldn't say no to you.
Yeah, so she's got a weird eye too, but it's not as pronounced. But yeah, she just goes up and wants to give him a lap dance.
Well, that's
remember, he's on duty. He's on duty. So yeah, he can't say no. That would be unprofessional to say no.
That's right.
I don't really think I should be driving.
Oh yeah, she's dead now too. So. Now that she. God, then they question the Chinese guy. This guy is so suspicious. He is so suspicious.
You know we're gonna catch this guy before it gets out of hand, right?
Okay, out of hand. They have like 6 dead bodies.
It's out of hand.
Is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're gonna
one
start
more.
bad.
One more dead guy. We're gonna be pissed.
Or whoever he is, he knows enough to be dangerous.
Well, that sounds suspicious and creepy. Okay, yeah, I mean, he has killed, again, 6 people. He's
Yeah,
a
I'd
little
consider that
dangerous.
dangerous.
Slightly
Yeah,
dangerous, yeah, yeah.
Whoever you think is responsible, all probability will not be.
And that's just a threat. That is weird.
Cryptic shit never means you're innocent. When you're saying shit in a cryptic way, it never means that you're innocent. It means you're up to some dodgy shit.
No.
You think so?
Especially if you're just like selling herbs from some shack in the middle of nowhere with a creepy smile on your face.
I mean, we don't really know what he does.
I know he's not
sells
bad.
Chinese magic stuff. He just says creepy things. Oh, back to stripping. Back to stripping. So important to have this in there. Yeah, the Chinese guy, he's in a lot of things. He's in Arrival. He's in Rush Hour. He's in Seagal movies. He's in The Good Man.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of bad movies and like 2 actual movies.
Did you see this? What? Looks like we finally got a nibble.
Yeah, so there's a flower in her thing. Oh, man. One, it's in her purse. I don't know why she asks if she saw it. It was in your fucking purse.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nobody sees this as a red flag. There's a flower. Oh, yeah, they all this flower in their mouth when they were killed. Okay, well, you know. Now she
Probably
leaves.
Go home
She
alone.
leaves. Obviously, they're going to do what they can. They take care of her. Oh, no. That's the girl. That's the other girl walking towards us. The guy's arguing with that guy. Going the complete
opposite direction.
Yeah, complete opposite direction.
Uh-huh.
See, she's walking. Oh, they're going to follow her, make sure she's okay. Now they have to attack this guy.
Yeah. No one's paying
It's time
attention
to
at all to
rest.
where she's going.
Yeah, so she leaves. They were supposed to watch her, and they just almost kill this guy again. And they say, yeah, that's where they says, I'm going to arrest you this time or something. Everyone just abandons the lady that's got the death sentence on her. They got the flower that they all found in the mouth.
There's a good 5 episodes in this show where they're like, okay, we're going to let one of the girls wander off, but not too far. And then they all just forget. Yeah.
No, well, actually, it happens twice here. It happens twice here. Back-to-back nights. Oh, the guy who's there first, obviously.
I wanted to wait till everybody was here. He'd have found her just like this, tied up like the rest of them.
Oh, that's my favorite scene.
Okay, so they all think that's the other cop. They all think it's her.
Yeah.
The guy that called said it was her. The last lady was her. It was the same actress. It was the exact same lady, and they didn't think it was her. Nobody thought it was her when it was her. But now that's not her. And they're all...
They haven't even taken the mask off yet.
They're saying it's her fault, but I mean, yeah, partially her fault. It's also their fault for fucking abandoning her. I don't know, man. Yep, she's got him. Oh, wow, that looks nothing like her. Wow. I don't know why he thought it was her. Literally nothing other than the fact that she was blonde had anything to do with it being her.
Thought for sure.
There's something up with Sarah. She's not answering her cell phone. She's not answering her home phone.
Keep trying to find her. Go to her house if you have to.
I love the fact that all of them are like, oh, it's our friend. And then they find out it's just some other dead lady, and they're like, woo, dodged a bullet here. Let's go home. Job done.
Well, now they're pissed at the friend.
Yeah.
They're pissed at her. So remember, we saw her, she was talking to the Chinese guy. So she was working all day. She was working the strip club all night.
Yeah.
The sun is still coming up. So she got off shift like an hour and a half ago after being up for 28 hours or whatever the fuck it was. So she has not slept. And it is dawn. And they're like, that's weird. She ain't answering her phone. And he's like, well, if you have to, I guess you could go to her house. I mean, we think she's missing and dead, but, you know, if it's very last case, go to her house. You know, it should have been the first place they went.
Yeah, one more dead lady, and we're going to really start taking this seriously.
You two guys are going to have to take care of this. Then I want you to pick up 2-bit Charlie.
Okay. Okay. So that's the guy that put the flower in the leg thing. Yeah, they probably should have gone to him sooner, but okay.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, that's normal. So he's just being normal, burning documents, shooting them with a shotgun when they knock, you know. Very normal stuff to do.
Yeah.
He does a terrible job burning the documents too. Like, just a
right in the middle. Just one hole.
There's better ways you could have destroyed them. especially
Easily.
in a hurry. You gotta get them together. You gotta put them in a trash can. You gotta light a match, and you gotta throw it in there. Like you could have destroyed them in half that time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but they got the papers.
You know the interesting thing about these policies? You're the beneficiary on both of them.
So what?
Okay, is it just me, or does this guy kind of? I don't want to bring up any names. Someone that starts with H, but this guy kind of when I first saw him, kind of reminded me of a very evil person.
Oh, don't get Red Eye started on this. Don't get
every
started.
episode. Every episode.
Oh my god.
He is a he's a little fioja.
He looks a bit like Dolphy. That's all I'm saying. The Dolphster.
He's even got like the half hair, like falling on half his head with the haircut. Yeah, he's got the whole thing going. Like right now, I would believe it. If he was wearing the SS uniform, I'd be like, yep, that's him.
Yeah.
But apparently the paperwork means nothing. Paperwork means nothing. He's like, yeah, so I don't know. You're the one fucking burning it. Like, why are you burning it in your living room, weirdo? It doesn't mean anything. Right now, we have arson on you. So yeah, apparently he burned it for no reason. They do this so much. Something just to make somebody seem suspicious as hell, but they actually didn't do anything.
Oh yeah.
I
also love whenever they get anybody into the interrogation room, the amount of times that people act like they got away with it, and they're like, "Yeah, he's dead," and you're like, "Bro, like,
yeah."
That was an accidental discharge. I only had my gun out because I thought you guys were burglars. I wasn't trying to kill anybody.
So this is how long between when they knocked when he blasts the door. He had time to get.
Please.
Okay, 1 full second.
He also shot right in the middle of the center of the fucking door, which is going to kill anyone if they're knocking center on.
Oh,
he says he wasn't trying to kill anyone, but he blows a hole through the center of the goddamn door.
Dennis nailed it. That's what we were going for. There are like 2 H's in Charlie Chaplin, so he got it.
And Inspector Clouseau.
Sure.
Little Pink Panther-y, no? Old school?
Yeah. We're going to go Charlie Chaplin.
Okay.
It's been settled. But yeah, how did he get his shotgun out and then blast a hole in that amount of time? It already had to be out.
Trained by Steven Seagal.
Found her.
Where the hell have you been?
Who are you, my father?
Juliet went to your house. You weren't at home and you weren't answering your cell phone.
Felt like someone slipped me a Mickey last night.
That does nothing to them. Yeah, she was Mickey last night. You know, the same thing that happened to all the other women that were murdered. They don't give a shit.
And you didn't answer your cell phone.
Yeah, why is she pissed off that they're asking why she didn't just, they're concerned about her. Shouldn't she be fucking happy about that, not pissed off?
Well, they're yelling at her. They don't seem, they're just pissed. Yeah, she was roofied. You guys are supposed to follow me. You decided to attack a bouncer and almost kill him instead. And you, lady, you just fucking took off in the other direction for no reason. I don't know why you did that.
Picked away and went.
None of you guys did your job. But yeah, she's the asshole.
She been identified?
Pretty good match, huh?
Yeah.
We all thought it was you.
Why is that her fault? Why are they getting more pissed at her?
Yeah, how dare you look like that girl, you bitch.
It just makes it's so insane that they're mad at her over all of this. None of this is her fault.
No.
Everybody get their butts out in the street, start looking.
Looking for what? You just it sounds like something a boss would say.
Bad guys. Look for bad guys.
Find him. Like they don't know what they're looking for.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna go to the strip club.
You guys go find people. I'm going to work. God, and he's pissed at her.
What were you thinking?
I know I'm supposed to stick by Juliet.
Your judgment has been all messed up lately. That's why I'm pulling you off the case.
What judgment? They just all accept that she fucked up somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know what she did.
She did nothing.
He didn't like the way
she got
was dancing.
drugged and they bailed on her and they're pissed at her. That is what happened.
He didn't like her dance routine. That's what his problem is.
Oh, she kept it on too long.
Oh, yeah.
Can't make him wait.
I'm trying to teach you something. It's your last chance.
I love how they just ADR stuff on because there's no way he would say that.
No.
And look at her. She's like, oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid.
Oh, I can't believe it.
This is like the one time in this whole show where she's actually the one in the right. And
I will say, for her trying to draw the attention of a guy who like roofies people, She accepts a lot of free drinks when she pretends to be a stripper.
Well, the thing is, she says apparently she was a stripper in college, is what she says. So that's why she.
Oh, that's right. She
And she spit 'em
pretends.
out.
Yeah, there's a trick. You put it in your mouth and then spit it out when they're not into a beer.
But then she
beer
immediately
bottle.
doesn't do that.
But then,
Like,
yeah,
the
that
one
doesn't-
drink,
then-
she just drinks it.
The one time she couldn't do it apparently because there was but she still. It just happened to be the one time that she didn't do it allegedly that it just happened to have a fucking roofie in it. What
Oh,
are the
two
odds?
times. There's
Sorry,
two times
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Second time. Yeah.
Back. Oh man, feeling like she got roofied again. Or she just leaves again. Literally just does the exact same thing that everyone was pissed at her for doing in the first place, and nobody's with her.
Yeah.
She
nobody
learned her
cares.
lesson, I guess. I mean, she didn't do anything last time. This time it is. She should have waited. Like, yes.
She was warned by Seagal.
Oh, there's another one. It didn't mean anything last time. So, yeah. So on this, they actually just reused the same shot as the first time when that was the other lady.
Oh my god.
So that's why I paused
Yeah.
it here so you can see her scarf.
It's a power move.
You'll see it real quick. I paused it on it. That's the same exact scene. The black and white scarf. That's one the first have. They were so lazy they just reused the exact same shot.
That's amazing.
That is what they do. That is Seagal movie stuff.
Save on that budget.
Reuse shots. They didn't even like flip it or zoom in or anything. It's literally the exact same shot. Oh, this. So this is the station that's supposed to be top secret. Nobody's supposed to know it's a police station, except for all the police inside, and it says police station outside. And yeah, I brought it up in my video. It's harder to see here, but they have like City Jerk on there. I think on the bottom right, sloppy yams. Like someone, this is not very professional.
Someone's
This
having
place is for sloppy yams.
Someone's having a good time. Whoever's doing that shit.
But they go back and forth on this place. If it's supposed to be top secret or if it's not.
Yeah.
At the end, I think it is supposed to be top secret, but I brought up in my actual video.
The chief just walks in uniform all the time. The main chief, he just strolls in all the time in uniform.
Later on, at some point, I think I show it. There's this emblem. It says the police department on the side of the door. I'm not sure if it's shown in this scene. He comes out of this. He does this exact thing twice. What was I going to say? It doesn't matter. Birthday soon from Humongous 420. Read this for me. My Ninja is the meme that became a mega blockbuster hit movie. It stars Blackman, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, Steven Seagal, and Humongous Fungus of Urungus. Ninja, please. Okay.
That was good.
Okay. I'm not sure what any of that is, but I like it. I like it. All of it.
You're about to become a sound
Listen to me.
Oh, yeah. You see a bunch of cops going in and out of this top secret place. She's gone again.
Nobody sleeps until we find Sarah, you hear me?
Nobody sleeps. So she got drugged again and is going to get murdered again. Don't go home and sleep.
And we lost her again.
But what if they're tired? Like, I'm kind of tired. You know, it'd be easier if I got a nap in, feel ready to attack the day. Like, what a dick.
No, keep operating a gun without any sleep. That's the best way to go. Walk around with a gun without minimal sleep.
Well, I mean, she's probably going to die in the next hour or two, but still. Yeah, you don't want to be driving around tired.
Yeah,
That's
Uber.
dangerous.
Kane, a witness spotted a Silver Grand Dam on the scene. Our birds got it located in the Aurora district.
They just hand wave all that. So apparently there was a witness that came up out of nowhere that nobody knew about who spotted a specific car, a silver sedan, and these helicopters have found a silver sedan. Because, you know, doing actual police work and explaining that is beyond Seagal. So magically, we know where he is, and Seagal can teleport there.
Let me see your hands. She ruined my life. Drop the gun, or I'll kill the bitch. That's not Emily, Sal.
Apparently, he thinks that's Emily, who is the third victim.
I thought there was only 2 victims. Or 4
There's
victims.
5. There's got to be at least 6.
3 or 7.
The first victim,
One?
remember they said the other victims, so that'd be plural already.
Uh-huh.
So there's at least 3.
I'm just making fun of the fact that they themselves have fucking no idea how many victims there are in this show. How the fuck are we supposed to know?
Well, apparently his girlfriend, one of his girlfriends, he thinks it's the at least third girl that was murdered. That's who he
All
thinks
right.
this is. That's what happened. I guess he thought they were all the same person. He has to
But
keep.
didn't he get the cash, the life insurance cash? Wasn't he all happy about that and stuff? What's his problem?
It's unclear because he didn't know she died. Apparently, remember he was
Okay.
surprised she died, and I don't think you get life insurance if somebody's abducted and murdered. I don't think. I don't think they pay out from that.
Yeah, that's not part of the policy.
I'm pretty sure all policies have that. Like you have to make it look like an accident.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we can't get answers. We
Murder.
can't get any answers, guys. Sorry. We could have gotten answers, but no, we're not going to. Oh, this is I just threw in there. If you look at the 4K versions on YouTube, AI does all the censoring, and you get amazing shots of like this, where it's just girls just standing there, and it's like, are her boobs out? Is she just sitting there at the bar with her boobs out? But no.
No, they're not.
It's not. See, that's what the actual scene.
That's
but the
too
4K
good.
version is like no human wants to watch these to censor them. So it's like, it's in AI's hands. Do it. We know you're gonna fuck up, but we don't care. We're not watching it.
I think after this last keeper, we all need a drink.
Yeah, especially her who's been drugged twice in the last 24 hours. She needs drugs in her system.
Yeah.
Dude on the left just looks really angry for some reason. I think there's some
They
beef
do another
between him
thing
and
where
Noel.
I don't think it's in this. A girl tries to buy. He thinks try to buy him a drink, but it's really to buy Seagal a drink, and he gets jealous again.
Yeah. I think
All
that's
the
next
chicks want to
episode.
bang Seagal, and he's always jealous. Mitch meetings. Space
Plus-
Ice for president. Don't be a bitch, America. Guys should have written me in. You guys didn't write Rob Schneider in last time, and I'm disappointed in you. Next time. 2028. I expect your vote. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
saved
yeah.
it
Oh,
for
yeah.
during it.
Is this
But
alligator ass?
He just skips to him playing guitar. That we can just listen to him playing guitar.
Have you heard alligator ass?
I have.
No, I have not.
God,
He ordered chicken, but they unfortunately bought in the wrong dish.
Yeah, alligator ass. It's a good song.
So yeah, he
It
just
is a
plays
good-
guitar for a bit.
And the young Asian lady was there with him. I'm not sure if that's the one from the lab or if that's a different
It's a
one.
different one. It's supposed to be like some blind date thing or something. And he just,
Okay.
look how awesome I am. They want me to come up and play guitar because I'm so great at everything.
Yeah.
And everyone applauded.
Yeah. And she's like 40 years younger than him. And this is so this is the beginning of the next episode. This is a classic, and then it never comes up again scene. But they did it as a movie, so now it's just in the middle of the movie. This insane scene that is irrelevant but completely batshit crazy. These are a bunch of felons. They looked them up. These guys are convicted felons. They got grenades. They have submachine guns. They have just all bunch of grenades. Why do they have grenades? But they got them selling it in the middle of the street. They are literally standing in the middle of the street. Cars have to go around them. That's how they're doing this illegal weapons deal. Oh God. This is so Seagal.
Take him down now.
That's how that scene plays out.
Guy in the background doesn't give a shit. He hasn't even moved yet. He just looked over like, I don't give a fuck.
She just walks
yeah.
out there. Seagal's like, take him down. She
Hits
just
him with a
smashes a
bottle.
bottle over his head, and he says, they're cops.
Cops
Everything about that.
smashing bottles and whistling. That's all they
Obviously,
do.
women who walk in the middle of the street and just bash you in the head with a bottle, you know it's a cop.
It's gotta be a cop.
Oh man, I always do this wrong. So, Giuseppe Farina, you demand space ace ice. Fact. So yeah, he knows they're cops because they attack people with bottles who are armed with submachine guns. Because
That's right.
that's what they do.
Where did the Big Show go? He was there a second ago.
I don't know. Maybe he was caught in the explosion.
Very real explosion. It
Kills
is.
a lot of people. Big explosion kills a lot of people. The sheriff doesn't really care. He's got bigger problems.
Yeah, I was just heading over to brief. It looks like this stuff's getting out of hand.
You think so?
Now it is.
I don't know what their definition of getting out of hand is.
Six dead strippers.
25.
Well, I think he's talking about the thing that just happened. The battle in the middle of the road with all the explosions and all the dead bodies.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I don't think I included it in here, but the sheriff's like, no, I don't care about that. There's another dead stripper. But she's not a stripper. She's the dead blonde. But yeah, so the chef's like, yeah, you guys always You just have these massive battles in the middle of the street. Who cares? That's my city. That's how we roll.
They just pulled another dead girl's body out of a junkyard.
What?
He can't believe it. He wrote this. Is that what he wrote? He can't remember writing that.
It's not the same as the earlier murders. The position of the body doesn't even match.
No, everything's the same. She's tied up, carnation in her mouth.
Both shoes are off. Original killer always kept her left shoe on.
It's so weird that they bring this back up again. So weird that they remind us of all this stuff that didn't make sense. And this is that lady's husband, ex-husband. You're supposed to think he's guilty because how fucking suspicious he looks.
I already heard she was killed on the news. You're here to see if I have an alibi or not, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's her on the wall.
Yeah.
This guy's just got creepy photos on the wall, and they kind of just touch on it briefly, and yeah, that's it.
He works
No
at
worries.
the morgue. Oh,
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know if I even put it in there. He was a cop who got fired for like stealing money or something, and he now works security at the morgue in the police station.
And takes creepy photos of dead people.
Yeah, but I love how he's like, I heard she was killed on the news while he has pictures of her dead body all over his wall. Okay.
That's why he went into work that day. He's like, I heard.
Where's it you're working nowadays, Collins?
County morgue. I took the fall so others didn't have to.
You keep telling yourself that.
You really think I was the only one on Miller's squad with dirt under his nails?
You tell me.
Yeah, he is telling you. He always does that with these weird. He just like reverses what was just said, like that wins that argument.
He's using reverse psychology.
Yeah, he's saying it wasn't. Yeah, no, he did tell you. Very confusing when people do that. In his eye, goddamn.
She would never let someone she didn't know just walk up on her like that.
Except she did. We saw it happen. Look, this is it happening. So I don't know what we got out of him.
Paper says you got the wrong guy. Is that what it said?
What a glorious laugh.
I love how he knows it's not because of some things didn't make sense about that last one. None of this was explained by that guy. Why is there always only a left shoe? Why the mask? Why is she tied up always on a fence? What's the flower in the mouth? What's that little guy, that little Wicker Man thing? None of this makes any sense if it was that guy.
Yeah.
But her body was a little bit off center that time, so he knows it's this different person.
That's right.
And no mask, so you know that's it. That's it.
Oh, she didn't have a mask on? I assume they just took it off because that part you would know about.
Everything else was the same though, but not the same killer.
How do you set up all of these clues, then just ignore them and pretend like they didn't happen? And then use these as clues that why this is a copycat. It's like, it can't be the guy because all these things aren't there.
We got the right guy. The man, they're a copycat.
Okay, yeah, he's a copycat. Okay,
what have you got so far?
Oh yeah, here's the guy. Normal. They add that high-pitched squealing sound just to make it extra disturbing and uncomfortable.
It's like, remember him?
What are the odds they would fire a disgraced cop to work at the police station as security? Why does a police station have security?
Yeah, aren't they cops?
They usually secure it themselves.
I don't even think security guards carry guns. A lot of them.
If they were in a police station, they probably wouldn't. Now they're killing cops in uniform. That's what the killer's doing now.
We're never going to solve this case like this.
You know, one more cop and this is starting to get out of hand.
I mean, don't worry. They'll stop it. Seagal will stop it before it gets out of hand.
Thank God. It almost got out of hand.
Oh, creepy guys there just ignoring them when they're trying to tell him to leave this crime scene. Nobody does anything other than sternly warn him.
Let me make it up to you. Maybe we should get together sometime. You give me another chance and I can change that opinion of me.
His mum's J.K. Rowling or something, though, so she's supposed to be hot shit.
It's supposed to be like a Twilight knockoff or something.
Yeah.
It's not a real thing, but it's something like his mom is dead now and wrote some novels that teens like, and she's a fan of the novel, so she goes on a date with him. It's so stupid.
Yeah, he's like, I can show you a manuscript of like an unreleased book.
Oh, God, now there's cockfighting. Why is there cockfighting? Who the fuck knows? It was never mentioned. They're just cockfighting, and then they all get arrested. And that's the CI. Yeah, so unnecessary. None of this means anything about anything. But
nobody move.
This
Yeah,
guy.
that guy's supposed to be a dick detective. That's all that matters with him.
He does it well. He is a dick.
But all of that is so they could arrest this guy who's not doing anything. I don't know why they're being cockfighting across the street. Gets him arrested.
How does this guy make any money? I never see any customers there.
There's no way he make as enough customers unless there's dropping like $500 for everything.
They had like ground rabbit testicles or something earlier. I don't know who's buying ground rabbit testicles and how much does that cost?
I mean, they're really small.
In the same neighborhood as cockfighting, you can go get arrested.
August 27th. Where were you?
So he's supposed to be like roughing him up, being over the top, angry with him. And it's the 27th. This is today's paper, the 25th. So this is super confusing for everyone. 2 days from now, where will you be? And he doesn't have a good answer. He doesn't know where he's going to be in 2 days.
Yeah.
So,
guilty.
So they got him. They fucking got him. Yeah.
Wrong answer. You're supposed to be killing people.
That's
in 2
enough.
days.
Mr. Chen, get your stuff and get out.
So Seagal just beats the dude's ass. Like, okay. Okay.
I mean, it's a bit excessive. I mean, it was necessary, but slightly excessive.
Is it necessary?
He put his hand on him. Don't put a hand on another man unless you want to get that hand back on you. And it's Seagal. He doesn't take any damage.
So weirdly, Seagal has the rank of chief. I have no idea why he has the rank of chief, but he severely outranks this guy. It is so bizarre that this guy would try something with somebody that's like 5 ranks above him. But whatever. Apparently, he does that little punch. Ugh.
Good.
This is the thing I was talking about. Sheriff County Police has got the badge. This is the top secret police station. Nobody's supposed to know it's a police station. She had to go home and change for 2 days because they didn't want people knowing this is where police are. Okay. Sure. Very, very good job here, Seagal. Way to be consistent.
Police vehicles only.
This is the date. Oh my God. Everything about this date.
Yeah, the whole thing's very strange.
He tries to roofie her.
What was that you just put in my drink?
I didn't put anything in your drink, just a straw.
Oh man, she's figuring out. She knows he's the killer. She got it. He's the killer. She punches him and just leaves.
All right, like if she's a cop, why wouldn't she take that glass down to wherever the hell her lab is and get it tested and then arrest this guy for doing some douchey shit? She's a woman, whatever.
Yeah, well, she should have just arrested him and then taken it down. Yeah, she could. Yeah, she had every reason to do that. She could have taken. That's probable cause right there.
They're trained to attack first and then come back later and then try to arrest them. Yeah.
Even if he wasn't the killer, he tried to roofie you. Like, once you want him off the street, like
exactly.
This is about to get out of hand.
Enough people haven't died yet, so she has to let
not
him
out
go.
of hand yet, but it's getting there, man. It's getting there quick.
Not enough people have died.
Grab your hand.
Got in a bit of a scuffle. No big deal.
Really?
And he tried to slip something into my drink.
I love how she's like kniving all the way in the door. What's with your hand?
Probably should have led with the roofing, by the way. Maybe start with the roofing, given that's more important, and then worry about the hand.
Yeah, that's a little more important. Seems like she probably should have called him like right then and there when it happened and be like, he's the killer. We got the guy.
I'm surprised the guy wasn't there because he always seems to magically pop up whenever there's an action scene with these ladies to save them. So
yeah, he should.
In almost every episode,
figured she'd get around to telling him that the serial killer who's killing cops, yeah, she knows who it is. She just, she had things to do. She was busy. All right. Come on. Last time he didn't let them sleep, until they solved something. She wanted that to happen again. She wanted to be well rested. He did that.
Call him up and apologize. Tell him that you overreacted.
Yeah. So they did some catfishing.
Yeah.
Seagal wants them to go on another date, but it's not her. It's Seagal that shows up. Oh
but in
man.
Fairness, he got a better looking option. Let's be real. I mean,
this started off as awkward, but then they started really hitting it off.
So go forensics, man. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry about that. We'll get you tried out.
Okay, my God. Holy shit. Everything about that. That Ocean's 11 nonsense.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so the fact that they stole it would make it like illegal, like nothing they used
Right.
there could
Yep.
be used.
Should be
to convict
inadmissible,
him.
right? Yeah.
However, they could arrest him because of the roofie thing. You know, she saw him do the roofie. That's you can arrest him for that, and then take the gloves because he has it on him.
Yeah, and then his prints and whatever else. Yep.
Well, the reason they need it. So all those reasons. Nah, let's do it the illegal way. The only way where this would not hold up in
This
court.
would be dismissed.
But
So
it looks a lot cooler on film, though, doesn't it?
Not really. It makes you wonder what the hell's going on.
It was supposed to, I should say.
Supposed to. Yeah, supposed to make Seagal look clever. I mean, usually he kills the people anyway, so the evidence is kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, throw snakes.
Yeah, so he's not used to needing evidence. Oh yeah, he breaks into the police station / morgue
/ walks in. I think break in is a pretty strong term.
Casually just strolls in like.
But he's sneaky about it. He like walks with his back against the wall. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nobody can see when you do that.
90s stealth shit is what he's doing. 90s stealth movie.
Crouched
stealth
a little bit.
I mean, and this is a police station, so there can't be cameras here, right?
No.
Apparently there aren't, because you know.
No, that would be stupid.
This is a police facility.
All right, just relax.
Why is that guy in the cold cases office?
Getting more photos.
But yeah, he shows up to save the day.
He's making a copybook, wasn't he, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like those photos are very illegal that he took.
They're definitely illegal.
Definitely.
They had a lot on him for that, but okay. Sure. But the guy just came to steal his gloves back or something. Like, dude, they know it's you. You should be fleeing town. Don't worry about your gloves. They have enough on you already. Plus the fact that you're broken the police station. But of course, Seagal's waiting for him. And that's how that's solved.
Yep.
And then I love how they go nowhere with this too. Remember the thing where they're trying to make it seem like he's a crooked cop.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
This is with his daddy, isn't it? His daddy.
God damn, this is
Is
so
the
weird.
scene with his daddy?
This is so weird.
To be honest with you, it seems as though your father's come across some information that he's turned over to internal affairs.
Yeah, so his dad's a cop in LA, I guess.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like his dad. They never explain any of this. And don't worry, this will never come up again.
And now these cops not only have stolen dope and money, but apparently they may have even killed people.
So they're murdering people, stealing from people, kidnapping people.
Bad policemen.
So they're obviously the worst people possible. Except, of course, for his father.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
The guy's a snitch.
That's definitely the thing to take out of that.
Yeah.
How could you snitch on these poor, hardworking police officers who are just murdering and stealing and robbing and kidnapping and destroying lives? He's a fucking snitch.
Code. He broke the code by being a decent person. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, usually you would think that they would not want their officers to use, gang lingo when referring to other cops, but apparently he doesn't think that's something he shouldn't tell his boss, the chief. Like, that should be an automatic firing. If a cop says he's a fucking snitch, that you should just be fired immediately for that. That should be you don't have to do a review of anything. You're just fired.
He's in his development arc though. He's blossoming as a character. Before he was a complete douche. Now he's only half a douche. And
is he?
Well, he's probably still 3/4 of a douche, but
I don't think he ever does. There's a part he tries to. They have the veteran with PTSD, severe PTSD veteran. And he tries to knock his chair over at the very end for no reason, make him fall on his ass.
That's development right there. That's Bill. That's Bill. Before he may have just smashed him on the back of the head with a what's that thing called? The colosh or whatever the leather thing.
Sap.
Yeah, he may have just smashed him with that. Now he's just kicking chairs out.
He's learning.
That's a win.
Yeah, so he's not in the next episode because he's with his dad taking down bad cops or something. But none of this comes up. None of this is mentioned. Literally nothing to do with any of this plays any role ever. And then he dies before anything could possibly play a role. I think
they play catch. I think he's going to play catch with his daddy in the next episode.
That's nice.
Well, so I always think like, okay, there's other people involved with this because this is a TV show. It has to go to a network. They have to okay it, if he wants to get a second season or more episodes. But somebody saw this and was like, yeah, give us another season.
This is good stuff. This is deep.
They had no input. They didn't override him. But like, okay, some of this has to go somewhere. That killer guy with the Chinese magic shit. Why didn't you explain any of the rituals he did? It seems to make no sense. It doesn't get explained.
I got a theory on why these things keep getting made. I think the Chinese guy's there for the Chinese money laundering, and Seagal's there for the Russian. Allegedly, just the theory. They're just doing a little joint money laundering thing, so they just keep stuff going,
But what's
and
the
people
TV network? This was a TV network agreed to this.
Okay, yeah. So you reckon they're
Keep
left
the money moving?
So that's what I'm saying. Like when there's other people involved, not Seagal, who have like a say over things, why do they go with it? That's the part that makes no sense.
Yeah,
content. I don't know. It wasn't a streaming era back then yet, right? So they didn't need the
No.
content that badly. It was by choice rather than desperation. So
And it got renewed for another season.
And it doesn't get better.
And there's also a thing where in all of these, when they have different suspects, it's always the first guy. It's always the first guy they talk to.
Yeah.
That Sal guy, remember he says
like
it,
Columbo.
like whoever you think it is, it's not them. But it was literally the first person they talked to. It was Sal,
Every
the guy
time.
that they talked to first.
Yeah.
What was the channel that aired this? What channel was it on in America originally? Does anyone know?
Oh gosh.
Like, is it one that Seagal's affiliated with or something? Or
No, I don't think so. I just
like a
there are
normal
a
channel?
lot of networks.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Reels.
Reels. Oh yeah, Reels. REELZ. I don't really know what that is.
Yeah.
That sounds shit.
I remember it being Reels because every video I did, I got flagged for copyright. And yeah, but after the first like 2 times I submitted the dispute for them to remove it, whoever does it on their end just recognized me at that point, and he would automatically go in and just clear it. He's like, who cares?
That's
Like,
it.
just clear it.
Is Reel still around in America now? Is it still a channel?
I can't imagine.
I didn't know it was around back then, so I still don't know if it's around.
So it probably killed the channel.
It could be around a channel, or it could have merged. I mean, they changed names.
I think
It's
show killed the
still
channel.
around.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Are they still showing reruns of this show?
On their homepage, it says the original Cops TV show. So it looks like they're still living in their prime.
Okay, so they probably do shows like that. I get it. I was going somewhere. I had somewhere to go, but Seagal just takes it out of me. I get so angry with him.
No, you lost it.
Literally, it's the first person every time. Every time they do this. Let's see. Well, you know what?
Oh, look, he got Spall.
Well,
He took homeless guy's spot.
Yeah. So, he hasn't had the connection issues. So
Sensei,
I think we can give him a real size.
Yeah.
Is it gonna stay? Okay.
Sensei. There it is.
There we go. Now you're almost like a real person again.
I thought I got relegated to the sin bin.
Oh, it's on Freebie. Is that what somebody's saying? Wow. Oh, I mean, a lot of these are on like Tubi.
Yeah,
those free ones where they just have the ads.
Yeah, I watch them on Tubi.
Do you have an answer to this, Sensei Seagal, since you know about other countries?
Could it have been syndicated by another country? I haven't seen True Justice in a foreign country yet.
No.
I can't imagine any of these TV shows.
He's our international expert, and no, at no point has anyone wanted to watch this.
I will say, I was in Japan in October and flipping through like standard Japanese television, and I can't remember what movie it was, but a freaking Steven Seagal movie popped up on a random TV channel. It's like,
he's big in Japan, though.
I can't get away from him.
I hear that every now and then that he's huge in other countries, and obviously he's huge, but popular in other countries.
Japan, obviously, because he was there when he was younger, did a lot of commercials, etc., etc.
Right,
I don't know how much they love him because of his antics with his ex-wife. He's big in Romania because of the movies he's done there, and he's got some charities over there like freeing dogs, etc., etc. And yeah, obviously Russia.
Charities?
Yeah, he's got some dog charity over there where he was opened up some place to get dogs off the street because some young girl got attacked by a pit bull and was mauled, and it was because the dog didn't have homes and parents. So anyway, long story short, he's a humanitarian, mate. He's a humanitarian and an animal lover. He runs over dogs, but he also saves them from the streets.
I've heard the animal lover thing. I have heard that.
I don't know how much of it's true, but yeah,
he's not big on people. I mean, you see that a lot. People that like animals are just terrible with people.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. I think he's probably terrible with both, but still. But he's got a lot of photos with him in animals, and he's rescued a bird before as well. So he's quite the Steve Irwin / I don't know who you guys.
Don't you dare!
I know. I won't put him in the same basket.
Oh,
R.I.P. Steve. R.I.P.
That's
All
right.
right. So we just got a few questions before we wrap it up.
Let's hear it.
2 hours, but I think celebrities in the future or something were the things. I think they're mostly celebrity questions. There's only a few from Mitch meetings. So guys, if you do cool Schneiders, I'll read those because it seems like 98% of my responses are various takes on Rob Schneider's name.
You did that to yourself.
Yeah, I know, but I figured I might as well use it because my other option is to do a poll and not have Rob Schneider be the answer, and I refuse to do that. That will never happen on my channel.
You can't do that because I even get people on my channel on my polls in the thing. I just write Rob Schneider as an answer. That's not even an option because of you. So you got to keep it going.
Oh, I'll never stop that. And every time I post something, it's got to be a poll, and Rob Schneider has to be an answer.
Yeah. Or some iteration of his name, I assume.
If you guys see something like that and does not have Rob Schneider and it's not a poll, it ain't me. Don't trust it.
Okay. So you've been hacked.
You heard it here.
Hacked at that point.
Yeah. All right. So from Mitch meetings, I heard a rumor that in Face Off, Nicolas Cage and John Travolta didn't really switch faces, but they just pretended to be the other person for half the movie. Do you think this is true? I think Cage is a method actor and would do the surgery. I don't think that's true. I think they really did switch faces. I don't think Cage needs surgery to switch faces. I think he's that good of an actor.
He is really talented.
So I think you're wrong on both ways, Mitch.
Also, CGI wasn't great back then, so like most effects had to be practical anyways, and how else are you gonna do it?
Yeah, how else would he have been the other person for half the movie? Red Eye's right. There's no way they could CGI the entire movie like that.
Yeah, couldn't afford it back then.
Yeah, so they had to switch faces. It's the only possibility. Ninja Nick, what are your important thoughts on the Brangelina divorce? Oh, I have many thoughts on this. I thought that was like 20 years ago. I didn't know they were still married.
Yeah, did they get back?
I
thought that was over.
Yeah, I thought that was over a long time ago. So those are our thoughts, Ninja Nick. We thought it was already happened a long time ago. Oh, Mitch meetings again. Oh, he's doubling up. I hear Armie Hammer is set to star in a new Uwe Boll movie called Dark Knight. Do you think it's a match made in heaven? Maybe better than Christopher Nolan's. I'm going to say no to both of those. I'm trying to think of Armie Hammer. I can only think of that one movie he did with Cavill, where they were the spies.
Uncle, Man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle.
Yep.
I think he was all right in that. I have no issues with him. I know
is he the guy playing the Russian dude?
Yeah, I think he was the Russian guy. Yeah, I liked it. I thought he was good. Uwe Boll's obviously terrible and everything. So I'm gonna say no. It's not a match made in heaven.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought that he was the detergent for a really long time, and people were just talking about Arm & Hammer, the like OxyClean stuff.
Yeah, there is some connection with the family. Like I think he's named after that.
He better
Something
be
about his grandfather. Like they didn't start Arm & Hammer, but they bought it because it was something close to his grandfather's name. But then they named him. It's some weird thing like that where you would never guess it because it's so weird and convoluted. But there's a connection between him and Arm & Hammer.
Wait, is that real?
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's from a very rich family. So when he got canceled and everything, it didn't matter because he's super rich.
Oh, it says his great grandfather came to own Arm & Hammer. But the brand is not named after him. Okay.
No, it was. That's what I'm saying. Like he was his name, like Armand Hammer or something. And that's where it got his attention. He's like, oh, it's my name, I'll buy it, or something like that. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I just kind of heard that, and I was pretty sure it was true. And now I'm sharing it with you.
It's got to be true.
I wouldn't lie. All right, Becky Two Utes, the My Cousin Vinny fan, which I would say is underrated, but I don't know anyone that's seen that doesn't love that movie, so
it's amazing.
It's properly rated. I would say Groundhog Day is rated well, but it's not talked about enough.
Groundhog Day, I would, on certain days of my life, would say it's my favorite movie.
I think most people can agree that in some days. I've never heard of anyone that doesn't like that movie.
Yeah. It's so good.
But people don't really talk about it that much.
That's true.
Anyways, Dear Space Ice, I got my nephew Isaiah, the name's very important, thank you for the name, hooked on your channel. And now, he could be an even bigger fan of yours than I am. That's not possible. We have a plan to watch all of the most epic action titles of the 80s and 90s. We started with Con Air, because you guys are smart, and are wondering if you could recommend what movie we should watch next. Thank you, with a lot of exclamation points.
Oh, man, I got one for him.
I
was thinking, what about Demolition Man?
Demolition Man, solid. It's got Rob Schneider, so, sticking with the theme.
It's a great movie.
I would suggest, if you've started with Con Air, you might as well do the Nicolas Cage trifecta and go for Face Off and then The Rock.
The Rock.
In whichever order. Good. The Rock and Face Off. Either of them are going to be correct. And they were... 3 of them came out within like a year of each other. I think there was one that was like 2 or 3 weeks apart.
Wow.
Like he had a really good summer.
Under Siege might be worth, just throwing it out there.
Okay.
Relevant to Big Daddy Seagal.
So it was good while it lasted, guys. Okay.
Oh, so close. So close.
Yeah, sorry.
What if I mention Starship Troopers? It'll be your nephew's first pair of, well, I don't know what he's watched, but
Starship Troopers is solid in every way.
That was one of my first real pairs of like boobs that made me feel something. You know?
Okay.
Because there's the shower scene.
It's a shower scene, isn't it?
8-year-old Sean, man, like,
yeah,
that was a scene.
Yeah, the shower scene was great.
Remember, she's nephews or suggestions to watch with her nephew, so we don't need...
That's fair. My bad. I like Starship Troopers.
I think it's famous because at the age where we saw it, because I remember it very clearly. The age where we saw it, we just weren't expecting it. There's really nothing special about it, but it sticks in people's minds. Just because people of that age are like, "Oh my god, I didn't see that coming."
Fifth Element's good.
Fifth Element, yeah. I mean, we're getting weird with them, but Fifth Element is a very, very unique movie.
True Lies. Bring it back in. No, am I about to get
True Lies is amazing.
Oh, okay, good.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep.
Another great scene.
Remember, with the kid. I don't know how old the nephew is. There's no nudity in True Lies, but yeah, you see a side of Jamie Lee Curtis I never knew she had.
Oh wait, actually, I know the right answer.
How about Terminator 2?
Oh, I think Red Eye's going to say it. Are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Time Cop.
Yeah, nailed it. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen Time Cop, you should be
Time Cop.
You should not be watching this.
That's how I learned how to do the splits on the counter, on my kitchen counters from that movie.
That's how we learned, yeah. People always wonder, like, how do you do that?
Me too.
Size and age.
I just practiced.
I watched Time Cop.
I just practiced detonating bombs in my kitchen and jumping up on the counter.
Yep.
Well, it's more, it's more someone shoots a taser at a bunch of water. I don't know what it sticks into because that's not how tasers work at all, but that's definitely how it would work.
No tasers available.
Hydrogen. Okay, there you go. Hydrogen. Nick Burnett, who would win in a fight if the premise was Double Impact, but the actors were Seagal instead?
Oh,
I have an answer, but I don't know if you're going to like it. I'm going to say the nanny would have done what she should do in that situation, and that movie never would have happened. Remember, the nanny takes him to the French.
Separates them.
The French orphanage. So that's why he has a French sounding accent. He went to a French orphanage, obviously. And then the other guy in LA, he just mentions, "Oh, why do you think I took you to France and raised you there?"
the world cannot exist with two Seagals in one place. If that happens, then all time and matter itself just splits apart if they were to come
Oh,
together.
do they turn into spinning jelly?
Yeah, there's
Nice.
just a non-stop ball of force.
Oh my
to
god, maybe
start
that's what
spinning.
happened. Maybe there were two Seagals. And that's just what he is now.
Some say
He
that's how the
ate
Big
the other
Bang-
one.
No, he touched him like Time Cop.
Yeah.
Turned into jelly,
Got too
spun
close.
around.
Some say that's how the Big Bang was created, when Seagal touched his twin brother. But again, no verification on that.
Well, get it verified. Get scientists on it.
Yeah,
I've tried. They keep
You're the
talking
guy.
they keep talking about quantum this and that, and they're not taking
You're
my
wasting your
theories
time.
seriously. So
Science, man.
I know.
All right, so I think we solved it. The nanny would have suffocated the baby. Okay. It always gets really dark here at the end. Well, here we go. We have another one that's not as sad. Ninja Nick. My second question is about the future. When is it going to be here? I've been waiting. Does anyone have an answer to this?
What did you say? Oh, I missed that.
I'm gonna go with next Thursday.
I'm going to go Spaceballs and say soon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When do
So
you
is that
think the
never?
future's gonna get here, Sensei Seagal?
That's a good question. I would say in the next week or so, we're pretty much safe to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
couple of weeks, yeah.
my buddy works for UPS, and like it's really busy around the holidays, but it's gonna clear up in a couple weeks. So maybe it's just taking a while to get here because of shipping delays.
Could be. Could
Okay.
be.
Keep us updated on
Could be-
your
could be aliens.
friends
Who knows?
UPS.
I'll let you know.
on.
Yeah, I'll keep you
Very
informed.
exciting. And here we have from Jordan Woodhouse, Edward Schneider hands. I like it. I like it. Free Morox. I did it Schneid way.
I
So
like
that basically sounded like Frank Sinatra, and I did it. The Tiny Ton Terror. Schneid and dirty. Nice.
Good.
Brand Trend, this one wasn't the best, but I added it anyways. Schneid's like Teen Spirit. Not a great rhyme, but, you know.
Yeah.
It brings Nirvana up, and they don't get mentioned enough. Although I do think they're overrated. All right. I think we cleared through 4 episodes of True Justice. That was
a
good.
lot.
That is way too much. That is...
Sometimes
Oh, boy.
punishment and joy are a fine line, you know? Sometimes
Yeah.
punishment and joy are a very fine line.
And we went over The Foreigner a little bit. I'm sure I'll find more things and bring that up again.
And Seagal, thank you for the dollars for that, the rental dollars that you're bringing in.
I definitely paid to see all this.
The tens and tens of dollars.
No, well, also the fact that people are probably watching it because of your reviews. I mean,
I would
how
say
many views-
there's got to be a not zero number of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
How,
sure
how
how
many
many.
views has your foreigner video received? Probably like a 500,000, 1 million or something.
The
maybe?
Foreigner's like coming up on 2 million-ish.
Yeah. So even if 1% of those people just went out to watch that movie, that's got to be like 20,000. I can't do the math, but that's got to be like 20,000 or 200,000. So
That still seems high. That still seems high.
Seems a little
That's
high.
a percentage.
Let's say 200. Let's say 20 people. That's still 20 more people.
Oh yeah,
than
that's
were
still,
watching it
okay.
last
Yeah,
week.
now we're tripling the numbers. Went
Yeah.
from 27 to 54. Now we're up to 74.
Yeah. So, bam.
Never
Dollars
has
are
to work
coming in
again.
for him. You should ask him for a cut.
Yeah, he's good at paying back his debts.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you for showing up.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Thanks
this
for having me, Matt.
Wednesdays as regular as we can. Only if something crazy happens, we try and change the day. But we're going to try and stick to this time.
Yep.
Makes it easier for people. Also, I'm starting a second channel to put these on after I stream. So if you guys can go over there and subscribe to that. I'm going to keep them on this until that kind of builds up a little bit. But at some point, I'm going to move them all over to that channel. More for this than for my first channel. Just because the people that want the short videos versus people that want the 90 minutes to 2 hours are probably going to be a little bit of a different crew.
Right.
So algorithm-wise, you got to get specific. That's how YouTube is. Rumble people, you don't have to do nothing. You guys are good. Just watch whatever you want. All right. Otherwise, we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Later.
Thank you. Bye.